morning everyone. I don't know where to start with this video.
Hello. Hello Tinkerbell.
You're too perfect, too precious. Etta is here by the way and she's going to come and try and steal the camera. Yeah, I don't know where to begin with this one because we have been completely knocked off our feet. Etta, long and short of it is Etta has had, haven't you? You've had tonsillitis, yeah? And it's so funny because I used to get that quite a lot when I was a teenager. You know, it's just one of those kind of more common illnesses, more common viruses. I'm not sure if you'd call it illness virus, what the terminology is. But anyway, it's relatively common, right, to have. But how it begun for Etta was so traumatic. There will be a lot of No, you're a cheeky girl. There will be a lot of digression today. Almost exactly a week ago, you got a temperature. We had a lovely, lovely lunch at Dalesford last weekend. It's our favourite thing to do. Excuse me. Thank you. And she wasn't that interested in her food. And that is very rare for Etta because she's brilliant at eating, drinking. She's just great in her routine. Etta. She's just dropped my phone down the back of the sofa. I was just going to pull the lamp over. Anyway, but she wasn't interested. She was a little bit grouchy and she was very tired. And she had no real reason to be because she had napped that day. She had her 12 hours the night before. Beautiful. We were set for a good day out, right? But then in the car as we were leaving Kingham, she went to sleep immediately. And I was thinking, this isn't normal. She can definitely fall into a nap in the car, that's normal. But the speed of which she did, and she was hanging her head like this, asleep. And I was like, this isn't comfortable for her. So her body isn't even getting into a comfortable position before she naps. So I was very alarmed. So I luckily always have a thermometer with me everywhere I go. And it's the Braun one that actually the GPs have. It's from Amazon.
Get all of your toys out here.
Anyway, so there she was in the back of the car and I could see her in the rear view mirror and she was hanging her like this fast asleep. And she used to do that when she was a baby, when she couldn't obviously support her neck. Needless to say, clearly I was worried. So we did her temperature and it was 39 point something, 39.2. And they say online, and obviously Googling things like this is the scariest thing you can do at that moment. Making sure she's not falling off the sofa. Should mummy wipe your nose again? Can I wipe that bogey away? Good girl, well done! Clever girl. She's so good at getting on and off of the sofa. It's so funny. You'd expect her to fall straight off at her age, but she knows to go down backwards. Anyway, so we brought her back home, gave her Calpol, ibuprofen, and cooled her down. Google tells you to go to hospital if the temperature is above 38. And then if you speak to kind of a mum of 2, maybe 3, they will say, no, 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 no. No, 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 don't go to hospital yet, just monitor them from home. That's what we did. She had dinner, we had bath time, she went to bed. Then I noticed, because we have an owlet sock, it's kind of a little device that you velcro around their foot. It's very comfortable for them. It's not anything that would disrupt their sleep, but it's brilliant because you have an app on your phone and you can see their heart rate and lung air quality. I'm so sorry, Doc. It builds up data, of course, for your baby so you can see when something is abnormal. So she went to sleep at 6:30 that night. At 9:30, I noticed that her heart rate was normally around 100, 110. Actually, it's probably more between 90 and 110 when she is asleep. I noticed her heart rate was up to 180, 190. So I immediately went to check on her and she seemed boiling hot. Normally if I go into her in the evening, in the nighttime when she's having her sleep and I effectively wake her, then she will be upset, she'll probably cry. If she wakes, then it's fine. But if I go in and wake her and disturb her, then she'll be like, you know, much cuter way. But she didn't, she just kind of like opened her eyes slightly and just looked at me, but she was burning up. Did a temperature, it was over 40. And then I picked her up, put her head on my shoulder, took her sleeping bag off, about to get some Calpol and ibuprofen because it was time for another dose, and she started projectile vomiting and it was terrifying because I have friends who have had their children ill with a temperature vomiting, and then they end up fitting, and that has always been such a fear of mine. I've heard about it quite regularly. Apparently it normally would happen if there's a drastic and immediate change in temperature, so if it goes quickly from cold to hot, so if they go from a hot car into a cold environment or vice versa. She obviously was upset, crying her eyes out. She was lethargic, like she was in the car earlier. I literally turned to my husband and I was like, call 999. Actually, I said call 911, which shows how many American films I watch. I said, we'll be able to get you might get to the hospital sooner than we're able to get an ambulance out to you. So we got in the car. She continued to be vomiting in the car, went to hospital. We were there for 7 hours in total. We left at 4:30 in the morning. We left at 4:30 in the morning with antibiotics in hand, and we knew that she had tonsillitis. We knew she was going to be okay. They obviously checked her over entirely. Her temperature had gone down. She had eaten, she had drank water, and we were happy that she was going to be fine. Obviously terrified, and actually I have to say, I've been in shock ever since. All I wanted to know was that my baby girl was going to be okay. I needed her back healthy and happy immediately. We're gonna go out for a walk, but I'm waiting for her to poop, so I think we're there, in case you were all wondering. The reason why I'm talking about this now is because I really want to recommend Owlet. I know it's an expensive item to invest in for your baby. However, I have to say, if I wasn't looking at her heart rate, not just that night, but every night, so therefore I know what equates to her regular heart rate, because it varies ever so slightly, as does temperature. Your baby might be 36.2 degrees as an average. My baby might be 37.1 degrees as an average, but that is a huge difference. So Etta's temperature kind of averages at about 36.2. She's very predictable of that kind of temperature, give or take 0.1. So I know that when it goes up to 37, we might have an issue, keep an eye on it, whereas if I hadn't already been monitoring it, I would know that it was creeping up. I just wanted to put that out there and say, if you were considering an Owlet sock for your baby, I would 100% invest in it. The other thing I will say, and I did a video on this on TikTok last summer, is always go in to check on your baby yourself. Do not trust a monitor. Never trust a monitor for the temperature. And obviously a temperature is not going to tell you if there's been a smell. So you need to go in, smell the room, check that your baby has not done their business in their sleep, because obviously if it sits in their nappy all night, then they will have a nappy rash in the morning, and that can take days to get better. Also want to go in and check yourself in terms of the temperature of the room. We have a Dyson hot and cold machine in Etta's room, and I can control that from my phone, so I can put it up to 20 degrees, 21 degrees, whatever it may be. But once again, I'll go into the room and it will feel chilly, but it will be on the same temperature as if I go into the room sometimes, and it will feel a lot warmer. It depends on many factors, right? The time of the year, the heating of the house, how many layers she's got on. I hope you take away 2 things from this. First of all is always check in your baby's room yourself. Do not trust the monitor. Secondly is, if you were able to invest in an Owlet sock, do. Because the reassurance, the knowledge, and the data it brings to get to know what's going on inside your baby's body until they're able to talk to you and tell you exactly what's going on is completely invaluable. Right, I'm going to go and do Etta's nappy and get her ready for a nice afternoon out. We're going to only stay local. I haven't taken her back in the car since she was sick last week. We're going to go for a lovely walk locally. We're going to get a coffee. I think when we're going to visit some shops. Just really enjoy the sunshine. The sunshine the past few days has been absolutely glorious, a complete gift, and I hope it stays now every single day until October. Well, that was what you call a poo-splosion. that was intense.
Can you smell it? Yes.
That was, we've lost casualties, we've lost toys, we've lost a rug, because the poo just overflowed her nappy. It went absolutely blooming everywhere. It was on her feet, in her hands, on my clothes. Anyway, motherhood is just glamorous. I don't know. There's no other way to slice it, really. When you get pregnant, expect glamour. No, I'm joking. I wouldn't change anything. We've got... some parcels have arrived and I'm so excited, so I want to show you. First of all is something that I've been so excited to get since a year ago. Didn't get them last year because she just I never had her in direct sunlight, whereas now that she's in her toddler pushchair and she's facing outwards, we have got her some Babyators. Have you never heard of them? I think they are probably one of the best kids brands for sunglasses, because obviously of the quality of the lens, which is obviously exceptionally important to protect their eyes, but also because they are bendy and, as they put it, virtually indestructible. So they can bend them and bite them and everything, which obviously kids do, especially at his age. But I like to think that they will still last. So we got polarized. I just think they are so cute. How cute are they? The little hearts. This parcel is the little, yes, it is the little connector. So yes, we've got our Babyators, haven't we? Yes. And then this is the strap, which you put the arms through. Should we try and do it? Make sure it doesn't cause any issues. But yes, then there you go. She's got her Babyators ready for spring, summer 25. They are so cute, my girl. Oh, see, look, she's trying to distract them and she can't. Brilliant. What it says on the tin. So then, yeah, so I didn't plan for this example right after showing you the Babyators, but she's just thrown them straight on the floor and they are just perfect. I'm obsessed with them. They are a great buy. These ones were £40 because I paid extra for the polarized lenses, but I think you can get them for like 20, 25. You can also get them on Amazon, but I got them direct. I'm just gonna give her a bit of a biscuit whilst I unbox these parcels with you before we leave. Ooh. Okay, so sorry that I'm bending down. Let me try and find a better angle. This is one of S's Easter presents. What a presentation. Okay, so I'm going to do a separate video on preparing an Easter box. Basically the equivalent of like a Christmas stocking, but for Easter. I'm going to give lots and lots of tips about what to order, what to put in, etc. This is one of the items I've ordered. Look how cute. It's all I'm going to say for now is that it's something to do with gardening. You could probably guess what it is. But anyway, I'm going to save that for my next video because I've ordered loads and loads of really lovely craft, homemade, beautiful, wholesome ideas for a kid's Easter that doesn't involve just a bunch of chocolate eggs, you know. You've actually got options that I want to highlight. There's an Amazon. This is nothing to do with Etta, just a random thing I've ordered from Amazon, much like most of what I order from Amazon every single day, is I've tried heatless curds before you wrap it in a kind of silk sausage, but this is a different one that I want to try. It's basically let you do two little buns. You kind of look like Princess Leia, which is super cute. But basically you look like this little chica here. I'm really excited. I think it'll be more comfortable to wear at night because if you've tried the kind of silk sausage, it's very uncomfortable and there's no point where your neck isn't like cricked round the silk sausage. That's cute. Okay, well I'm gonna try them on for you tonight if you're lucky. And look probably even more glamorous than when I had poop on my clothes earlier. Right, this is the reason why I've started opening these these parcels with you. I have always been obsessed with the Victorian lady silhouette. I always see them in antique shops within the Cotswolds specifically. I guess that they are probably found in old stately homes of old lords and ladies perhaps. But it's basically just like a black and white silhouette in a beautiful oval walnut frame. That's kind of typically what I see and I just adore them. And then I think when you see the children in the same way in these frames with the silhouette, I just think it looks so elegant, so beautiful, so timeless of course. So I don't even know how I came across a company called Oh Honey Silhouettes, and they can do them for your child. And obviously I've had one done for Etta and her silhouette is magical in my opinion anyway, although I'm going to say that because I'm biased. But this is what I mean by the way about the silhouette. Checking my address isn't on there. So let's see. And this is it arriving now. I haven't seen it, and it takes a few weeks. Of course, it's up to you to get your child's... I've got something in my eye. It's up to you to get a good photo of your child's side profile for them, in order... Oh my goodness me. In order for them to process into the artwork that is... I think it's 4 Mothers that run the brand. Like, look at their branding. It's just so beautiful. Very traditional, very elegant. Yeah, made by mums. Established 2019. A heartfelt note from us. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your love and support and trust in choosing us to create something truly meaningful for you. Each piece is thoughtfully designed to cherish the moment that matters most and preserve them for years to come. To see Essa's silhouette, I just think that is absolutely incredible. But they've even got her little curls, because she's got this gorgeous, gorgeous little curly hairs coming through. Her little nose, her long eyelashes. They've even got like the shape of her forehead perfectly. Yeah, obviously her silhouette in general. That just looks incredible. So I'm going to get a very special frame for this. Then once I'd already ordered that, they came up with this collection called birthday bags. And it kind of looks like an old-fashioned kind of laundry sack, but with the silhouettes on. Different colour, different, oh, I love it so much, different vibe. And I just saw it and I was like, I need that. I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. Maybe Essa's laundry, maybe it'll be some of her teddy bears, I don't know. But I was like, I need it. And so I messaged them, and we've got the bag as well. It's a lovely fabric, really beautiful. It kind of looks like an oatmeal linen. But look, and then there's my girl. There's her silhouette on the bag. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cherish this so much, and I'm gonna teach Etta how special it is so that she also cherishes it. That is absolutely amazing. I'm not sure what to put in it. I kind of want to put something in it now just to see it kind of full. That is heaven. Oh, what do you think? Is that you, my girl? Baby, well, she likes the bag anyway. I hope you enjoyed that little unboxing of those items. I certainly have, and finally gonna get on the road and get out, get some vitamin D on Etta, most importantly. I need her to stop getting unwell now. She's been unwell probably 4 times since Christmas, and I know that's just nursery, and I know that comes hand in hand. And I know that their immune system needs to keep getting ill in order to build up strength. However, I'm really sick of seeing her struggle, basically. So anyway, that was a very special moment. I love that. Yay!
I woke up in the middle of the night. Na, na, na. And I wondered how you're always right. It gets me. I couldn't see what you saw in me. Ooh, na, na, na. But you showed me how to believe. Still gets me. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it coming. Oh, but I will love you for it all. Yeah, I will love you for it all. It is hard to share my thoughts. Ooh. It's like cutting a wound in a bleeding heart. It gets me. But I know that you need it all. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Just give me some time, 'cause I need to know that you're staying. When I look back, I can see you're hiding, waiting for a moment to step in. And I'll never understand how you saw it.
Hi gang! Yesterday was so dreamy. Made me actually quite emotional because, which obviously isn't anything new, I am an emotional gal. But honestly, it made me emotional because it was the It was the Sunday that I thought we were meant to have the week before, when Etta had her high temperature, vomiting, and obviously things progressed in the way that they did. So it was finally kind of like that healthy, wholesome, beautiful, sunny Sunday that I really love. Sunday's my favourite day of the week, it always has been. I think it is so true, a Sunday well spent brings a week of content. So random, but also right before I've like opened the camera up today, I just went and put perfume on. Like what? Like as if you can smell me. I smell great, so good for me. But you can't smell me, so that's a shame. I've just wasted perfume on you and Riley. Anyway, I'm going to close off this video. However, whiskey please my love. So I was going to close off this video, but then I thought to myself, I was like, I'm so obsessed with 2 new items of my wardrobe this week that I wanted to share them with you because they're very relevant. So we live about half an hour from Cheltenham. This week is race week, which is obviously horse racing, and we are very horsey people. I was very lucky to grow up with a couple of horses and I absolutely loved it. And my husband with his family also have horses. They're not close by because, to be completely honest, it's too expensive around here to have them. I don't know if Holland Cooper have timed it for race week, probably have. But nevertheless, they have some amazing stock in right now. Now, I didn't used to like Holland Cooper as a brand because I always felt that their branding was quite loud, and I'm more of a subtle branding, kind of understated, low-key, neutral dresser and style. I just don't like anything loud, even colour. I'll never have colour. I literally either wear black or I wear white or I wear like an earthy green or something like that. It's so rare. Maybe one day a year I'll wear pink. Holland Cooper nowadays, I feel like they're getting more subtle and they're really kind of, I feel like they're really noticing gaps in the kind of country wear, equestrian, that kind of market, which I'm really appreciating. I am partial to stealing a shuffle gilet from my dad. Maybe my husband once or twice. I thought I need to stop doing that and I need to get my own gilet. I tried on a Holland Cooper gilet and I could not believe the quality. The quality is just phenomenal of every fabric that is on this item of clothing. So I've decided to buy myself one and I wanted to show it to you today. Oh, not that one. That's something I'm going to show you in a second. Ah, spoiler alert! So first of all, even just simply the hook for putting your clothing away, I feel like that is no cost spared kind of situation. Already set itself up for a good review. I have got a size large because I much prefer them to be literally like I'm borrowing my dad's or my husband's gilet. I like a looser gilet. I don't like it when they're fitted. I don't think they're meant to be. Especially on things like dog walks, which is what I obviously use them for. I live in these. This is my uniform of life. Anyway, and I just adore this new style that they've got. It's like a Sherpa. You guys see from there? Sorry about little Whiskey. She's like, what are you doing? So it's this beautiful kind of like Sherpa. I'm sure there's a name for it, but it's kind of like a Sherpa boucle. I'm not really sure what the fabric is that you would say, but it is so beautiful. So I've got this gorgeous green colour. The piping, this is another part that I'm referring to, that the quality is phenomenal. Look at the zip, the piping. And then the back here, all of the branding is the same colour as the garment. They're not doing a different colour branding just so that you really do see that brand. I appreciate the subtlety here. Really beautiful gilet and I'm already living in it. I completely adore it. And that is a brand new in piece from Holland Cooper. one more piece to show you as well. Now this is, I feel like is something that I've been waiting my whole life for. I think that they've really gone above and beyond with, because it's kind of like the gilet, but it covers your bottom, which for me is very important because I'm often in leggings and I find it to be inappropriate if you have your bottom out in leggings, if you get what I mean. I think you should have something covering your bottom, especially around the Cotswolds where it is a lot of older people and you have a lot of respect around here. That's part of the reason why I love living here. Everyone's very respectful, very polite, very lovely. So I like to obviously be that way. It's a fleece technically, but it's feminine with nipping in at the waist. It's adjustable as well to how tight you want it around the waist, if you want it to really kind of go in, accentuate your waistline, or if you want it a bit looser. And the length of it is just perfection. Like, they have smashed it. I have got the sage green version, again with the branding and the beautiful quality and detail. You see how beautiful that is? You see how perfect that is? The way it nips in here. So like I said, adjustable here for the waist. And then, yeah, it's just perfect. It's just the most perfect length. I know I'm not showing this to you very well, but quite frankly, I don't have the space in this room or in this house currently. There is stuff everywhere because obviously that goes part and parcel with having a little one. So, and she's in nursery today, bless her heart. She's gone to nursery today for the first time since having a whole week off last week from being sick with tonsillitis. So I'm gripping onto my phone for all of the updates from nursery and her key worker. And so far they've just sent something. They've just sent some images and she's so happy. Oh, which is the only thing in life that matters, quite frankly. But anyway, this I can really, really recommend. Like I said, the details are high quality and I just completely love it. It fits so well. So this I've gone for a size small, as you will have seen the gilet I have in a large. Like I said, I like the oversized fit, but this is a size small just for reference. I am normally kind of a UK size 8. Maybe a 10. I'm probably a comfortable 8, but I always like to size up things. Yeah, I just really wanted to talk about these new in pieces from Holland Cooper. I think they are really, really worth highlighting to anybody. It's a gorgeous fleece or has that kind of laid back style as I do. Obviously, I am not in a position on my channel to have any kind of ad sponsors or anything like that. And I'll make sure that's noted just in case anyone thought that I've been given things. I'm going to leave this video here. Have a lovely week, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.